Here's all Frog here. Let's play GeoGuessr. I ain't never gonna stop, as you can hear in the sound. Also, just as kind of a broadcast for the week, or a broadcast notice, there will be this music all week, just because I'm not in an EDM mood today. So to record this, we're gonna do this. We are recording live, of course. We are back. We took a bit of a hiatus. If you're watching this, you've already missed the first two coming back because of a reason I'll tell you here in a second. But we are back, finally. We did have to take a little bit of a break because life was stressful, but I think I've worked some things out. It should be calming down here a little bit, and it will be better going forward. So we're going to go back to GeoGuessr video every day. I think it's going to be releasing at a different time. I will know that, obviously, by the time this goes live. We're going to talk about it in the chat here. I see, I see it as maybe better to come out like at 9 a.m. rather than 6 a.m. We'll talk about it because the whole channel is changing. October 1st is a brand new day to kind of relaunch some things. Not everything, but just to reformat a couple of things. Anyway, we are going to be streaming GeoGuessr on Sundays, so come check it out. Exactly when you'll have to look at the streaming schedule over at PurpleFrogPlays.com, or if you go to twitch.tv/PurpleFrogPlays, down in the descriptions, there will be a stream schedule, so you can check out to see when I'm streaming, because it may not be at 11 a.m. on a Sunday, because it turns out some people are unavailable on Sunday mornings, because I haven't gone to church in a long time, so I didn't really consider that. So it may be like a more of a mid-afternoon kind of thing. Maybe we'll watch some football at the same time, whatever. We'll see how that goes, but we're back to it. You can expect a video every day. Whenever this went live, that's when they're going to go live. So, yay. I've also gone through my entire backlog over on the Discord server. Of course, you can find that if you head over to PurpleFrogPlays.com as well, or at twitch.tv/PurpleFrogPlays down in the description, or in the description of the YouTube video. Any one of those will have the link to the Discord server. That is the only place you can send me challenges now because of YouTube's getting rid of the private messaging system. But you can do that. Don't send it to me in private message on Twitch. I forget that exists for a very long time, so don't use that. Just use the Discord. It's an open Discord. Anyone can join. No restrictions to it whatsoever. You do get, of course, some benefits if you're a Patreon member and link them together, but that's the only benefit there. But send me a private message over there, and I will add your stuff to the queue. I finally have updated the queue, so I've now got like 40 different challenges in the queue. Don't let that intimidate you, because if you're a first-time challenge submitter, you'll go to the top of the list. And I love playing all different challenges from anyone who wants to do that. So there you have it. Let's get started, right? This is a challenge from Requiemalizer, and this is the most expensive bridges in the world. It's a 3-part challenge. Two of the locations in the second part, I'm telling this to remind myself when I get there, we won't be on the bridge, but all the rest of them, we're going to be on the bridge. These are the most expensive bridges in the world. I don't know if it's like a random smattering from 1 through 15, or if these are the top 5, or if these are like 15 through 11. I'm really not sure. Maybe someone in the chat can let me know once we start playing. But here it is. This is from Requiemalizer. Thank you for sending it in. Of course, he did so on the Discord, and you can do that too. I look forward to it. So here we go. We're on a bridge. This is a very tall bridge. Is this the Swiss bridge or the French bridge? Tunnel Balaute, longitude 480 meter, encienda sus lucis. So it's a bridge into a tunnel. Let's go onto the bridge. No E. What does that mean? Camino y Puentes Federales. This is not Swiss or French. SCT. Camino y Puentes Federales. I would assume this is in Portugal then. But it may be in Spain. Jay's already on top of this one. He knows what's going on. Does the motion look weird? The motion looks really weird to me. Límite de Estados, Durango, Sinaloa. Okay, so we're at the Durango-Sinaloa border. That sounds Spanish. Could be Andorra, maybe? Estacionar. Ah, no parking. That's good advice. This bridge is terrifying. Look at this. Let's go out to the center of the expanse here. Is that the same bridge, or does it like hit the mountain and then... Why wouldn't you just... I don't know. Look at how high up this is. This is terrifying. Look at the guardrail. There's like no guardrail whatsoever. It's basically non-existent. Really should have remembered what 2 states we were between. Where's the sun? Sun's in the south. Okay, just verifying. Why wouldn't you just go straight across? Why do you gotta do this turn? There must be something underneath. Durango, Sinaloa. Thank you. The Federalis thing is a clue. The colors. Mexico? This does kind of look like American road stylings. Because the colors were white, green, white, red. And this is not Italy. So maybe we're actually in Mexico. And the more I look at this, the more this does look like American road stylings. What's on that truck? First off, it's a North American truck. Mexico is a federation of states. I'd love to pop over and be able to read that. En esta autopista se realza mantenimiento menor y estructuras tradicionales. Autopuerta Durango, something, something. Well, I mean, there is a Mexican state Durango, so let's just go look at the Mexican state Durango and see if it's, like, if there's a mountainous part of it. Yeah, okay, there you go. There's the border of Durango and Sinaloa. Mountains all over the place. Oh, and there's a tunnel. It's a bridge on a tunnel. Assuming the tunnel is marked, right? Which doesn't have to be. There you go. Yep, yep. I believe we're on the 40D. We actually started right by the tunnel. And it does that weird thing. Why does it do that? Oh, it's probably to line up the tunnel. Aha. Oh, are you serious? We were literally at the point of the tunnel. 124 meters is a point off? Oh, man. It's a tough map. Boat view. What is this skyline? A cannon on the back of the boat? Raytheon. I just heard about the Raytheon company, and I don't remember what they do. Kind of looks like a Soviet architecture. It really looks like Soviet architecture. But you've driven across this bridge many times, so it's probably not Soviet architecture. But doesn't it look like 1970s, like, Soviet bloc architecture? Cannon to protect against the bridge troll. Nice. I mean, the theory then is that this is, like, by DC or New York. I thought New York originally, but the construction just looks so Soviet era. But to be fair, I mean, like, there were many other countries using that style. That was like the predominant style in the 60s and 70s. Very interesting boat. I wish there was a flag here so we could see more. It looks like there's a cannon there too. There've got to be water cannons. This must be a Coast Guard boat. New York upriver, says Hot Cut. Well, he didn't say it with the question mark. I said it with the question mark. It could be. We're up the Hudson somewhere. I don't really know what makes an expensive bridge, so that's not going to help me. I really should have changed into a t-shirt, though. You know what? I could turn the fan on. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. I actually got it kind of pulled up right now. Because fall has finally hit where I am for, like, now. It's going to be back in the 90s next week, so done. But I needed it, actually. It was a little chilly going to bed. I was wearing slippers yesterday as well. I'm still in shorts. That will be my actual MO as I go out, like walking and stuff, because I'm trying to walk now. I've lost actually 45 pounds since February. I'm trying to get like more healthy. Diabetes will kind of do that to you if you take it seriously, which I am. I still have moments. We were at a work event on Friday, and it was like full of sweets and candies, and it was bad. And then we had meetings. Like, I was literally in meetings for 8.5 hours during my workday before this work function. And one of those meetings, we have food involved. Oh, now there is a question mark from Hotcut. Nice. And one of these meetings was with the food division, because we have a food division where I work. And so they were bribing us. Actually, they do this for us a lot, actually. If they know we're in meetings for 8 hours, they'll bring some food down. And they brought cookies. So I had 5 cookies and a small piece of carrot cake and brownies and like 3 different types of brownies at this event. And mashed potato. No, there were scalloped potatoes, jalapeno scalloped potatoes, which, by the way, do that if you ever have an opportunity. It was so good. And then there was mac and cheese bar. So I did that too. I really overdid the carbs on Friday. It was really bad. It's good though. I did not test my blood sugar. That looks a little bit like Manhattan. Let's assume the compass rose is incorrect, because otherwise this is very confusing if that's Manhattan. Well, if this is mostly north-south, though, that's not that confusing. Let's zoom in. Let's take a look at New York, New York, our fair city. Like, were we here, right? Is this the Tappan Zee Bridge? I suspect it might be. Because now if we're looking, we had those parks, tons of trees, right? Now we're getting closer and closer to Manhattan. We're catching, like, the tip of Yonkers, like, over in this business, right? And then you look farther and farther, and as you get closer down there, you're really getting that Manhattan vibe. I'm comfortable with this guess. It was the wrong bridge. We were way closer to Manhattan than I thought. This was actually the George Washington Bridge. Which really makes me wonder, what does the Grand Tappan Bridge look like? Oh, yeah, look at all this park right along Yonkers. Derp. Yeah. Or not Yonkers, but below it. You know what I mean? Because this is the, no, not Inwood Hill. Crap. Where is that part of the Met? That actually, I think, is up in Yonkers. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. I'm thinking about the offshoot of the Met, the cloisters. Tappan Zee is new. Oh, okay. I've never been on the George Washington Bridge. Not once. I have crossed... Actually, no, I've never driven into New York, now that I think about it. We drove onto Staten Island and took the ferry. So I've been on an Uber. But again, that was from JFK up to somewhere in Queens. Where the hell did we stay in Queens? Long Island City. So that was over to here. So we didn't go on the bridge there, and we just took the subway everywhere. The cloisters is in Inwood. That's the one thing we didn't get to. Is it in Inwood? Oh, it's down here. Yep. It's off Fort Tryon is what I was looking for. That's the cloisters. I really wish we'd gotten there. I love Renaissance and Baroque art. And it's mostly Renaissance, but... Alright, bridge number 3. I digress. This challenge is taking forever. 14 minutes, it's fine. Another suspension. Right? Or is this... this isn't a suspension, it's a something cable bridge. Right across the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. The cloister, it looked amazing. It came to that point where, like, we just didn't have enough time. I would love to live in New York, like, legitimately. Georgetown, Isle of Palms, the US 17, appears to be the route. Coleman Boulevard, Sullivan's Island. Going the other way, we're going to East Bay Street and Morrison Drive, port terminals in the SC Aquarium, Santa Clara? South Carolina, it must be, because 17 would be on the East Coast. Yeah, that was the problem. The cloisters is just so far out. And we were like, we'll spend half a day at the Met. Right? There's plenty of time for the Met. The full day we spent at the Met was not enough time. I'm pretty sure we were in that museum for like 7 hours, and we didn't see nearly everything that we wanted to see, and we just ran out of time. I wouldn't want to be here right now. Why is that? Why are we going so slow, GeoGuessr? What are you doing to me here? I just want to see what interstate that is. 26 towards Charlestown? 24 towards Charlestown? 26. Okay. Oh, Hurricane Florence. Yeah, yeah. You are not wrong. Okay. There's Florence. Hurricane Florence. Hit Florence. 26. Charlestown, the 17. There's Drum Island. So we're on the Arthur Ravenel Bridge. Right, we're heading east? Yeah. So we were on this bridge. Question is, were we before or after Drum Island? I kind of look like I'm on Drum Island right now, so I think we were before it. Woohoo! 5,000 points. Rack them up. I need to... Oh, God, I need to get off that. I gotta make a note. Where's my pen? I gotta make a note. This is not the pen I want, but it'll work. Get a channel page note here. 5,000 point emote with frog. Or maybe like something that says perfect, or something that says right on, or I don't know. Let me know what you think, but I got to get on that. Now I have a little more time in my life. Boop, boop. It's a nice bridge. This is a suspension bridge. What's the other one? It's a something cable bridge. Cantilevered cable or something like that. I can't believe I don't remember. This is a one-way side of a bridge on the right-hand side. This looks American again. It doesn't surprise me that Americans would spend a ridiculous amount of money on bridges. Look at those paws. It's nice advertising. I don't know what they're advertising. It's probably in the back of the vehicle, but it's a good branding message. This is definitely the United States. Well, it could be Canada. I'm going to hold off on that still. Jackson Avenue and 6th Avenue on exit 4. No, I don't want that. Well, okay, fine. I'll take the exit. Bridgeport Way and University Place. Okay. On Jackson Avenue. What are we entering here? Like, if I want to go onto this, can I go this way? Ah, perf. The East, George Washington 16 to Interstate 5, Seattle, Portland. We are in the state of Washington. You've been here in GeoGuessr before. Nice. So it's a Washington bridge on the 16. West of the 5. We thought about moving out here too. This is like a where's where of places Frog wants to move. My wife and I talked about it a lot. I assume then we must be on this bridge, the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. Which side were we on? We were on the southbound side, which would be that side, correct. Perfect score! The bridge is infamous for an earlier incarnation. Why? What was wrong with it? Was it actually narrow? I should mention, especially if anyone from my work is watching, we're not upset with Columbus. We're just looking for other things. There's a dramatic collapse. Oh my God. That's one of my greatest fears. I drive a bridge every day to work, and I'm just thinking like, man, if that sucker goes, it's nice knowing you. This is not the United States. We're driving on the left side of the road. On the 8 in what appears to be Taiwan. But we will know for sure. No, because Taiwan drives on the right. Hong Kong, there you go. The Ma Wen Island. We are on the Tsing Ma Bridge. Oh, you're gonna dock me 3 points like that? I guess I was closer to the eye. Unstable and waving in the winds. Why would I want to watch the video of that bridge collapsing? I have a hard enough time watching the Mackinac Bridge. Oh, I'm spiking the mic. I'm sorry. I forget it's closer to me. Yeah, I have a significant issue with watching the Mackinac Bridge. Because that sucker sways in the wind, too. But they designed it in such a way, excuse me, that the inner lanes are hollow. They're just graded, so it's designed to move, so it can like handle bigger winds, but they still close it when it's windy. It's terrifying. Cool, I like it though. Let's do this. Yeah, nice. So there is the challenge from Requiem-Lizer. We messed up by 112 points, which is not too bad, honestly. Those are 5 of the most expensive bridges in the world. Again, I don't know if they're like 15 through 11, if they're top 5, how it works out in the end. But there'll be 2 more parts of this. Look for them in the future. Requiem-Lizer, thanks for sending it in. If you want to do your own, I've already explained how to do it earlier in the video. Go check that out and make it happen. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Subscribe to the channel to stay updated to everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.